All right, this morning, this is a story we've mentioned to you, but Marriott just experienced one of the largest data breaches ever, affecting 500 million of its customers. We're talking about email addresses, date of birth. So what exactly does that hack mean for you? So this morning, we have Matt Kalowski from the Kelser Corporation, a technology consulting firm based in Glastonbury, to discuss more about that. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. For folks who are not familiar with exactly what happened in this case?
So,
we're talking about 500 million people.
Yeah, we don't exactly know technically what happened yet, but we do know that a data breach occurred. Millions and millions of people were affected by it, and the scary thing here is that this happened years ago, and they've just been in the system for several years. So
when you talk about access to someone's first and last name, birthday, email address, what kind of damage can that do?
So this is all about identity theft and creating a persona where you could sign up for different accounts, create different things, and just steal your identity online and do damage like that.
So if I'm watching this at home right now and I visited a Marriott in past years, how do I find out if I was one of those 500 people?
The best way to do it is
500 million. Let me clarify. Million.
Yeah. The best way to do it is probably to check their website or just contact them directly. I would be on the lookout for any type of email that's coming across that would be like a phishing attack or a scam saying, hey, enter your name into this system and check your status here, because that's probably a scam that's coming across also. So that would be something I would be on the lookout also.
And then what are the next steps? So I go online, I find out, hey, I'm one of those 500 million people. What do I do?
Yeah, it's be aware of what's going on and be on the lookout for any type of suspicious activity around like your identity, if new accounts have been opened, or if you're, and not just bank accounts, I mean online accounts, new personas, things like that have happened.
So just look out for those red flags.
Yeah. Yep.
And we were talking about this just before this segment. When you talk about hotels, I mean, it's not just Marriott. Wherever you're going, they have access to a lot of information.
They do, yeah.
How would you advise people to protect themselves? I mean, even just logging on to the Wi-Fi.
Right. So be aware of your digital surroundings. So when you walk into a room, you kind of know where the exits are. Generally what's going on there. Treat the hotel the same way. So, it's easy to trust Wi-Fi networks, especially like if you're in the privacy of your own hotel room. But just be really careful with what networks you're on. Be on the lookout for any certificate errors and things like that. And
just in general, I mean, we live in a technology-driven world, and with that, I feel like we've seen a lot more risk of getting hacked and stuff like that. Just in general, how can folks make sure they're always being vigilant and protecting themselves from something like this?
I think if you're going to use the apps and your phones and tablets and things like that, make sure they're up to date. So the software updates are really critical, because that's what hackers are doing. And then above and beyond that, it's just being on the lookout for phishing emails, so scams that are coming across, asking for any type of personal information, even things like reset your password. Be careful of that, and check your Marriott status here. That could be a red flag.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Good stuff here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And this is a story we will stay on top of, so make sure you stick around for any updates with that hacking there. But still to come next, we are checking in with Kainani Stevens for a preview of your morning sports. Good morning, Kai. Joe.